These are just hairstyles you can do within like 5 minutes or less, depending on how neat you want them. But these would be my go-to hairstyles when I'm on the go and I just don't have a lot of time and I don't want to put heat in my hair. These are the heatless hairstyles I could put in my hair with short hair. Currently my hair is above my shoulders, so these are like my go-to styles that I go for. And we're gonna use my hair to do it, so let's get into it. I'm gonna use a wide tooth comb. This one's just from Conair, but you could get one that is like the thinner type that's just like this all the way down. I did have one, but I don't know where it went. I don't know if it broke and I had to get rid of it. I'm gonna take the thinner side and make sure my hair is like fully parted in the middle. I mean, depends on how you part your hair, but for me, I part my hair in the middle. I want to like section off the front pieces, which you could do either with your fingers or take the comb and get a better, cleaner part. But for me, sometimes I kind of like it to not be fully perfect. I like to just wrap this like 20% of my hair from the top part, wrap it and like twist it around so it's kind of like that. And you could even like put more up, but for me, I like to still have it where there's still a lot of hair down, and either take like a bobby pin or you could take like a little clip and put it up. I'm personally gonna take a bobby pin. I wish I had like the mini like clips. It's kind of like a half up, half down hairstyle, and then I just wrap it for the other side. I'll take another bobby pin. It depends on how thick your hair is, like how dense it is. It might need something a little bit more than just one bobby pin. And then I like pull out like a little bit just to give it like volume, and then pull it together, go back in and fix it. One way that like I'll style my hair really quickly, and it literally takes like 2 seconds. You just do like a little quick, like not a half up, half down, it's like a quarter up, half down. You can still either have the middle part or you could just like brush it back and just have it where it's like one middle part. Could just be like that. Another way to like keep your middle part is like the like low pony or high pony. You could either take like a scrunchie, a regular hair tie, which I don't know where I have a regular hair tie, but I usually use a scrunchie just so I don't like damage more of my hair. Really just depends. To keep it where you keep like a little bit out, we're gonna try to do pigtail, low pony pigtails, in which you could get a cleaner part and use the comb to get more of an even part in the middle and the back, but just for the video's sake, and do like mini pigtails. I don't personally like a clean part in the back. I don't like a messy part either, but I kind of like it where you can't see like a visible part. So then I take like a similar amount that I have on the other side, keep that off to the side. It's not gonna be the exact, but I kind of like it to look effortless, so I don't keep it like completely clean. So you could either use like a regular hair tie or you could use the scrunchies, because the scrunchies would look fine too, and like you don't need to do the tight hair elastics. It kind of defeats the purpose of like not wanting to damage your hair. It does keep your hair back, and if it's like for a short period of time, I don't think it's awful, but I wouldn't suggest doing that a lot. But you could take them out, which you want to be careful taking these out, and just do it with the scrunchie or a regular hair tie, or you could do the nylon hair ties, which I have some, but I don't know where I put them, and it does like the same thing. I almost like the scrunchie a little bit better than the regular. I think it looks good. A lot of people say short hair is high maintenance, and I would say yeah, like short hair can be high maintenance. Some people wouldn't even consider my hair length short, but for me at least, this is short. It's above my shoulders. For me, it's low maintenance, but I think it's low maintenance for one main reason, and there's a lot of reasons, but for the main reason is because it's all one length. It is not multiple layers. It's not even like short layers or long layers. It's one length, and that keeps it from having me to do any type of styling if I really don't want to. But it's nice to have some quick, easy hairstyles that I can really put together in like a realistic amount of time. Like this took me 2 seconds and I have to put heat on it. Moving to the next one. Another one that I could do, again, you could either take a regular hair tie, those like small hair ties, or just like a scrunchie scrunchie or a regular hair tie. Put your hair all the way back, either with, I like to have the part, and to make sure it looks okay in the back, I just like comb the back out to make sure it's not parting weird. I think I'll put like a count number, like a count system off to the side somewhere, because I don't think I'm gonna keep track of how many I'm gonna do. That's like one way. Or a low bun, which I find I kind of just like wrap it around my finger. You could also even like use a clip instead if you don't want to use a hair tie. So again, like I just like wrap it around my finger, like just wrap it around, because again my hair is so short. I like that I can still put it up, and depending again on the density of your hair, it's gonna be different. You could use a bigger hair clip if the small hair clip wasn't enough to hold your hair back. For me at least, this does help. So you could either go like a small hair clip or a big one, depending on how you want your hair to be pulled back. I'll try it with like the bigger hair clip. I don't think I have like enough hair for it to like look okay, but there is a way to hack that too, is to put it into 2 buns. Like some of it does like fall out. You can tell like I still have really short pieces in the back of my hair. If I wanted to do a big hair clip but my hair is short, the way I would do that is I would use like regular hair ties. I don't know where those are, so we're just gonna use the small ones. But I would do is take half of my hair, pretty much like half of it. Doesn't have to be like completely neat. You could really like make time to make it look the best. Just say like this is presentable, and I like just do like a really messy bun. I'm gonna take a tiny little hair tie and bring it around like one time, kind of like that, and then push this back. And you could like put hairspray or mousse in to keep it from getting flyaways or just keeping it in place. Then I'll take another small hair tie or just regular hair tie if you have one, and do the exact same thing again on the bottom. Doesn't have to be perfect, but now you have like 2 little buns, and then you can take the claw clip that's a little bit bigger that you want to use just for like the look of it, and then it doesn't look like all the hair is like falling down as easily. Again, you could put like bobby pins in. I do put hair products in, which I will link down below, my hair product hair routine that I do use. So there is hair product in, but nothing of like hairspray that I do have. Sometimes I use the Got to Be Glued hairspray. This is the freeze spray. I do have the gel as well, but those are like for the more intense hairstyles. And then I just usually use like a Suave Extreme Hold hairspray for like an everyday use if I was going with like something I needed hairspray for. So that's like what I would use. But again, there's like the mousse that I will use sometimes if I need to put it in my hair prior to doing a hairstyle, which is the Tresemme Flawless Curls Moisturizing Mousse. It has coconut and avocado oil, so that's another option. Let's do another one. Again, taking these out very carefully. I'm gonna do like another half up, half down. I'm gonna again leave like only a little bit out, and you could use the comb to get a more exact amount, but I'm just gonna say like this is enough. I'm just gonna use like a little bobby pin to put this in place for a second, and I'm gonna take like 50% of the hair on top and use a comb. When you have shorter hair, it's harder to have more of like flexibility with how your hair can be. These might be too short to put up, so I'm just gonna like put my hair, this hair behind my ear, and take what I have in my hand. My hair might be too short or thin, so I'm just gonna use this little hair tie that I have, put it in one time because I don't need it to be that tight. You don't want any of these hairstyles to be tight, or it could just give you really bad headaches. That's happened to me before when I have put in tight hairstyles. Take a hair clip, a small hair clip, put it where I had that little hair tie. It just looks like that. Again, you can like either brush it back if it looks like there's hair sticking out. Clearly you could probably make it a little bit more neater, but this is another way to keep it up versus like the way I did with the bobby pins off to the sides. Especially with, sometimes you're gonna want to have some of your hair up because it's like just too hot to keep your hair done regardless of how long your hair is. I will show the back really quick. And again, like I could use some hairspray to keep it in place and then just like pat it down, and it looks like pretty good. And then you could like repart your hair if you like needed to, and I don't think it looks bad like off to the side either. Like if you have your hair parted off to the side, like this looks cool too. I think I'd have to take out more hair if I was parting my hair to the side, but I don't think that looks bad either. My hair's just like not trained to go to the side. It's been a while since I've had my hair parted to the side. Just be like that too. All right, let's do another look really quickly. The thing I'm gonna try to do is do like a few mini braids out my hair. So the next one won't have any of my hair down, so I'm just gonna do like a couple tight braids through my hair. And I don't think this has to be completely like methodical. I think just taking like little pieces and going down the hair, you could like stop halfway, or you could a little bit not fully braided. I'm taking like those like small elastics. Anything else would I think would like slide down. You could probably get elastics that are clear. Why is there always hair in my eye? Okay, you could even like not do this and like do the ones in like the middle, but I think it like adds. And then I'm gonna do the other side, basically the exact same area, just on the other side symmetrically, so it like stays symmetrical, and do the same exact amount and do like a thin braid all the way down. This is like a good option if you like want to keep your hair down. You don't want it to look the exact same as every other day, especially if your hair is already kind of just like doesn't have a whole lot of wave pattern or curl pattern to it, and you don't want to spend a lot of time making it look like you have curls or waves. I guess you could put hair product in and braid your hair, and I guess that would be if like you're doing it overnight. These are just quick on the go easy ones that you can do without having it take up a lot of time for it to actually produce the hairstyle that you want. I'm just gonna stop at the same length as the other side, probably like stop here so it kind of stops at the same exact place, using another small hair tie for this side as well. You have to go over it a couple times, unfortunately. They will slide off depending on how small your braid is. And you could do a ton more, or you could use them and like you could leave them down, or you could just like put them back, one of these hairpin bobby pins, and then take like another one, making sure you only take the part that was the braid. You can make the braid thicker too, so it's more defined, but that depends on how much hair you want to leave out. It's kind of cool to have. Or you could just do a ton of braids throughout your hair and do like more on every side. You gotta be careful taking these little hair ties out. I think what I'm gonna do really quickly, repart my hair. Another way that I was gonna do a hairstyle is this. I did it off camera, but I'm gonna take my hair all the way back, or you could leave hair out, but take like 25% of my hair. You could do like 2 little space buns with the little hair ties, and you just put them up into like little buns, and you keep like the excess hair and you just like use it as like little, I don't know, like little ends of the space buns and give it a little bit of texture. And you could take out or leave more hair. Like obviously I took more hair on this side, but I like this side a little bit better. But that's another way you could also do your hair really quickly. I'd say like another one is like a high ponytail, and if you want to keep the part you can, or you could just completely brush it over, but I'm going to keep the part. And you could use a hair comb or a brush to make sure there's no bumps. And I just like lean back, kind of helps working with gravity for it to not be so bumpy when you're trying to put it back. And depending on how short your hair is going to really depend on how high of a ponytail you can have. Again, you could use hairpins to, you know, pin it back if you do have hair that's falling out. Like I do, I have like a piece like right here coming out, and I just like wrap it around. I'm gonna use a hair clip and then just like put it over the hair. And if there's any hair falling out that you don't want that, unless you like the messy look, I would just use a hairpin so it stays like up longer. I just did this side off camera, and it's basically the same thing as the low pigtails that I did with either the scrunchies or the small hair ties, but it's 2 little like space buns. And I'm just going to do the other side. Probably don't even have to leave hair out, but I did. I'm just gonna do this side, and I just do like 1 little bun, because again my hair is so short, and then I pull it out a little bit. You could probably like perfect it a little bit more so it's a little bit more symmetrical, but but I don't think it has to be perfect. I kind of like the effortless, more like low maintenance look. You could even braid these two pieces like I did previously. These are just ones that you could do on the go. I know there's other ways you can really elevate your hairstyles even when your hair's short that you don't want to put a lot of heat in. I will definitely link down below the hairspray or the mousse that I would use. I will also link my hair product video. Thank you so much for watching this video. I really appreciate it, and I hope I see you in the next one. Bye.